Have you ever looked up while walking down the street and noticed birds calmly perched on power lines? Sometimes there are dozens of them lined up neatly, almost like musical notes resting on a wire, and most of us barely think about it. It feels normal, ordinary, just another everyday sight. But those same wires carry thousands of volts of electricity, enough energy to power entire neighborhoods, enough to cause serious injury or death to a human being. And yet the bird sits there peacefully, adjusting its feathers, chirping as if danger does not exist. Why does nothing happen to it? It almost feels like the bird understands something about electricity that we do not, and in a way, it does. To understand this, we first need to correct a common misconception. Electricity does not simply shock everything it touches. Electricity only flows when there is a complete circuit. It needs a path. Specifically, it moves from an area of higher electrical potential to lower potential. Without that difference and without that path, nothing happens. Power lines are carefully designed to carry electricity along a specific route, from power plants to homes and businesses. When a bird lands on a single wire, it does not give electricity a reason to leave that wire. The bird's body becomes part of the same electrical potential as the cable itself. Since electricity always prefers the easiest and most efficient path, it continues traveling through the metal wire, which conducts far better than the bird's body. The current stays where it was already flowing. The bird is physically present, but electrically, it changes nothing. Another important detail is that birds typically touch only one wire at a time. Both of their feet rest on the same line, which means both feet are at the same voltage. Without a difference in voltage between 2 points of contact, electricity has no reason to move through the bird's body. Voltage difference is what drives current. Without that difference, there is no flow. This is why the bird remains safe. The situation becomes very different when we consider humans. If a person touches a power line while standing on the ground, the body becomes part of a complete circuit. Electricity now has a clear path from the wire, through the person and into the ground. The human body contains water and dissolved salts, which makes it a good conductor of electricity. When that circuit is completed, current flows through the body, and that is what causes injury or death. The difference is not about strength or courage. It is about grounding. Birds are not grounded when they sit on a single wire. They are electrically isolated. There is also the matter of size. Birds are small, and the distance between their feet is short. Even if there were slight variations in voltage along a long power line, the difference between one foot and the other would be extremely small. That tiny difference is not enough to drive a dangerous current through their bodies. Humans, on the other hand, are much larger. If a person were suspended between 2 points with different voltages, the potential difference across their body could be significant. That difference creates current, and current is what causes harm. It is important to understand that voltage alone does not kill. Current flowing through the body is what makes electricity dangerous. However, birds are not completely immune. They can be electrocuted under certain conditions. If a bird touches 2 wires at the same time, especially wires carrying different voltages, electricity can pass through its body. The same risk exists if a bird touches a power line and a grounded object simultaneously, such as a metal pole or transformer. Larger birds like eagles, hawks, and owls face greater danger because their wingspans are wide enough to accidentally bridge gaps between wires or nearby equipment. For this reason, utility companies sometimes install protective covers or redesign power poles in areas where large birds are common, reducing the risk of accidental electrocution. Another interesting point is that birds do not consciously understand electricity. They are not calculating voltage differences. Over millions of years, natural selection has shaped their behavior. Birds that accidentally touched dangerous combinations of wires did not survive. Those that instinctively perched in safer ways were more likely to live and reproduce. What appears to be intelligence is often the result of evolution refining behavior through countless generations. The simple act of perching on a single wire is enough to stay safe. This everyday scene also reveals something important about electricity itself. A power line may carry thousands of volts, but without a completed circuit, that energy remains confined to its intended path. Electricians rely on this same principle. Insulated tools, protective gear, and careful grounding are all designed to prevent the body from becoming part of a circuit. The bird on the wire is not protected by insulation or special resistance. It is protected by physics. As long as it remains on a single line and does not create a path to ground or another wire, electricity continues flowing through the cable, indifferent to the bird's presence. So the next time you see birds calmly lined up on a power line, you are not witnessing something magical. You are witnessing a basic rule of electricity in action. The bird is not immune to danger. It simply does not give electricity a reason to move.